Marcus Brennan, a 45-year-old divorced electrician, inherited 5 acres of Colorado mountain land from his eccentric Uncle Silas, a mysterious hermit who vanished into the wilderness decades ago. After a grueling divorce and city life in a cramped apartment, Marcus saw the land as salvation, a chance to build a modest log cabin, reconnect with his teenage daughter Emma, and reclaim his life. The property was paradise, a gurgling creek, granite cliffs echoing hawk cries, and air rich with pine and sage, an old concrete foundation and a frontier style. Workshop hinted at Silas's unfinished dreams. Marcus cashed out his 401k, quit his job, and began construction. Each hammer strike feeling like therapy after months of legal battles. On day 3, Victoria Ashworth, the Pine Valley HOA president, stormed onto his land in a pristine BMW X5, her designer suit and choking floral perfume clashing with the mountain air. Wielding a clipboard and a cease-and-desist order, she demanded he demolish his cabin for violating community covenants, permits, architectural reviews, and environmental assessments he'd never heard of. "This rustic mess threatens our property values," she sneered, her heels clicking on gravel as she handed him a $2,500 fine. She claimed Silas signed the HOA covenant 6 months ago, but Silas had died 8 months prior. When Victoria hinted at Marcus's financial struggles and mentioned Emma, saying, "I'd hate for your daughter to be embarrassed," Marcus's blood ran cold. Her threat was clear: comply or face social ruin. The next morning, Victoria returned with Douglas Cranky, a disheveled lawyer, serving papers claiming Marcus owed $15,000 in retroactive penalties and lacked proper HOA disclosures, voiding his ownership. Marcus, calm but furious, drove to the county courthouse. With Clerk Betty's help, he uncovered the HOA's formation post-dated Silas's death, its boundaries suspiciously targeting his land, which made up 60% of their area. Every HOA member was tied to Victoria's husband's construction company, a clear scam. Dead men don't sign contracts, and Marcus's ownership predated the HOA. He hired Sarah Kim, a sharp real estate attorney, who confirmed the covenants were legally void. "This is brazen fraud," she said. Victoria escalated, hosting an uninvited HOA meeting, spreading lies that Marcus was a dangerous drifter. She launched a Pine Valley Community Safety Facebook group, posting his photo with warnings about a transient criminal threatening children. Comments exploded. "Get this predator out!" Marcus's neighbor Jake reported her tactics: fear-mongering and threats to silence dissenters. Victoria's financial records, posted to prove legal funds, revealed $847,000 in special assessments from 12 houses, $70,000 per family, with no trace of community projects. Sarah called it a federal case on a platter. The harassment intensified. A county inspector, pressured by Victoria's connections, cited non-existent building violations. At 3 a.m., Marcus awoke to breaking glass and diesel fumes. Someone had vandalized his lumber pile, scattered roofing nails, and slashed his truck's tires. An anonymous EPA complaint falsely claimed his creek was a protected wetland. Cars blocked his driveway, and fake hazardous construction signs scared off his contractor. Security footage caught the culprit, Tommy Ashworth, Victoria's son, pouring accelerant near his lumber. Marcus handed the video to Sheriff Davidson, exposing Tommy's attempted arson. Victoria's lies grew desperate. She posted claims Marcus was a sex offender, devastating Emma, who faced school taunts. An emergency injunction accused him of running an illegal transient housing operation, demanding $100,000. County inspectors swarmed, citing fake violations. Then Victoria filed a mental health petition, forging a dead psychiatrist's evaluation to paint Marcus as a violent paranoid. She rallied armed neighbors, claiming he threatened to bomb the community center. Sheriff Davidson, tipped off by the forged documents, searched Marcus's property, finding only concrete mix, not explosives. At a packed community meeting, Victoria's PowerPoint branded Marcus a threat, citing his $97,000 in fines and hinting at a $50 million resort deal needing his land. Marcus stood, revealing Silas's secret. Brennan Holdings, LLC, formed in 1998, owned the land under all 47 Pine Valley homes. Homeowners were tenants, their mortgage payments rent to Silas's company. Victoria's house was 3 months behind, making her evictable. The room erupted as Marcus displayed deeds and bank records. "You've been stealing HOA fees on my land," he said. Victoria lunged for the documents, screaming until deputies restrained her. Federal agents arrested Victoria for wire fraud, arson, and false terror reports. Her forged psychiatric evaluation added document forgery charges. On live TV, a reporter exposed her, $827,000 unaccounted funds, unraveling her credibility. Marcus chose compassion over revenge. He evicted 6 harassers, halved rents for others, and offered land purchases at cost through the Marcus Brennan Community Justice Fund, funded by Victoria's restitution. The fund now aids families fighting corrupt HOAs nationwide. 3 months later, Marcus's cabin was complete. Emma, inspired by his fight, won a scholarship, her essay praising his integrity. The community thrived, barbecues replaced fear, and a garden bloomed where Victoria's rules once choked joy. Marcus donated development rights to a conservation trust, preserving the wilderness. As he and Emma planned to help an Oregon family save their farm, the mountain air carried hope. Victoria, serving 18 months, learned some secrets like Silas's can topple kingdoms.